What up? It's your boy Baja Daggers, host of the 963 DagrRoom Mix Show and Podcast. Just a little warning, this show may contain some strong language. Bad words! But if you're too young for this, go ask your parents' permission. You know the commandments, honor thy father and thy mother. So let's get into the show. All right, man. What up, y'all? It's your boy Baja Daggers, host of the 963 DagrRoom Podcast. And I got a special guest today. I got my boy Yawasop from Righteouz Reactions. And I know you just created a podcast. I subscribe to it.
Oh, crazy.
And I clicked for all notifications for everybody out there, so you could do that too for the brother. But introduce yourself, Ak.
All right, man. My name is Yawasop. A lot of people know me by Righteouz Reactions. I do reaction and every content for YouTube. Well, Israelites on YouTube, whether it be like music. I'm trying to start getting into like the videos and stuff like that. I kind of try to stay away from like I guess you would say like street teachers and stuff like that, because I'm trying to get it to where it's the more of the entertainment side, because a lot of people see that street teachings. A lot of people see that they don't know that we have music out here. We don't know that people, write poems, have comedy, things like that. So I'm trying to show people with my platform that it's more out there in Israel than just going out there teaching. We be having the feast days, the things we jumping, we be doing all types of stuff, man, having fun activities that we be doing. So I'm just trying to show people that it's another side of Israel other than what we used to seeing. You know what I'm saying? Out there.
God. It's funny that I had a conversation like about a week before I started my podcast, went full force with a homie from my job, my boy Trey. Shout out Trey. I shout him out almost every podcast. But it's funny. I use that same topic. I was like, bro, everybody knows we out there street teaching. I mean, like, come on, bro, you know me.
Right.
I'm like, but nobody seems to be wanting to corner the Israelite entertainment market. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I mean, because we got hella MCs, bro. I had 4 of my 5 favorite rappers on the show already. You feel me?
Oh, crazy.
Yeah, I got the brother, you know him, whatchamacallit, the brother Katan from Young Hebrews Woke.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I done had him on the show. I'm trying to get PZ Ryder. You know what I mean? The same approach you're taking, except I don't do too much of the reactions. I did like 2. Only because I really like Darash's music like that.
Right, yeah, Darash nice, bro.
The brother nice. And then I seen IUIC street teaching. I seen it on Deacon Hakar from Sakari's Instagram that they shot at them. So I had to do a reaction to that. Yeah. But outside of that, I don't really do too much reactions. I do interviews. But yeah, the same angle you're taking, bro. But talk to us about Righteouz Reactions, because I'm a huge fan. No cap. Okay. I'm from Roe the Chef's record. I think you were in the video, as a matter of fact. Freddie
No,
Flo.
actually, so with the Chef's video, I was actually supposed to be in that video. I was there that night because we went to the listening party for Naviel. And I was actually supposed to be in that video, but we ended up having to leave early, right before they shot the video. So I ended up not being able to be in there. But you know what I'm saying? Good brothers. Great hospitality up in that thing, and I'm still trying to find that sister with the juice. So if you see this, hey, hit me up, bro. I need to find out the recipe because that juice was on point.
Oh, like
that? But yeah, so with the whole Righteouz Reactions, it started off as well. Let me tell you a little bit how it kind of came about, right? So I was scrolling through the internet and everything like that, and I started noticing that I start seeing people doing reactions to worldly music, right? And I'm like, oh, this is kind of interesting. They kind of giving a little bit more insight on the music and stuff like that. And I thought that it was interesting. I'm like, okay, cool. This is something that Israel would it would really be nice in Israel. So I'm thinking, okay. So I asked the Most High, I said, why don't we have something like this for us? You know what I'm saying? Because we got so many artists and everything like that. We need something like this that can break down the music and, make people understand the lyrics, especially because you got so many people that's coming into the walk, right? And they hear the music and they're like, okay, you got a nice vibe and everything, but they don't understand what it's actually.
Yeah, you saw my son?
Yeah. Shalom. He just trying to say what's up. That's what. But we got so many people in the music, but a lot of people don't understand it, because if you don't really have an understanding in the Bible, some songs you won't really be able to get a grasp to, right? So I was like, okay, if we had something like this, then it'll be nice for Israel. Well, in my prayer, I heard, why don't you do it? You know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking in my head, like, me, I'm just a young brother. I'm not really into the field of like being out there in the public and all of this stuff. Like, that was never my spirit. But when I heard that, it immediately condemned me in my spirit, because I'm like, I got a camera. Like, why can't it be me? Like, why not me? Right?
God.
So that same night, I pulled up Sleepy. I think it was Tay, Ellie, and Naviel. They did a track called I think it was Pray. I think that was the name of the track. And I turned my camera on, I recorded it, edited it like a couple of days later, throughout a couple of days later, and then I posted it and I made a channel. You know what I'm saying? And that's really how it all happened, because I noticed that it was a need for it. But when the Most High said, you know what I mean, then you need to do it. And I couldn't argue with that. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, all right, Most High, look, this is what it is. And mind you, like I said, I'm not the type of person that be in front of the camera and all of that stuff at first, but coming and listening to more music and getting more comfortable and everything like that, the Most High really paved the way for me to, take it to another level. So all praises to the Most High for that.
All praises, because honestly, it's something very needed. Like, when I found it, the reason I ended up finding it is because I listened to Roel a lot, I listened to a lot of Deacon, and he was promoting the song, and I just happened to see your thumbnail, so I clicked on it. And I thought the shit was dope. You feel me? I was like, oh, somebody doing it. That's right. You know what I'm saying? So then, I mean, watching that and watching your channel grow, it's a beautiful thing, bro. It's a wonderful thing to see. And then even so with the Righteouz reaction on the takeoff, what made you want to go now to the podcast route?
Okay, so this is another thing, right? So as I was growing and I started learning about how to kind of like work with the reactions and stuff like that, I actually started getting a lot of people hitting me up, because I never hit nobody up and be like, hey, can I react to this song and stuff like that. So a lot of people started hitting me up, seeing my reaction to their music, and they like, oh, bro, this is fire and everything like that. So I started building and I started having conversations with those brothers, right?
Right.
But as I was building, I'm like, man, they are just like, a lot of them are alike, like their music, like they speak the things that they speak about in their music. They have that same spirit when they regularly talking. You know what I'm saying? So, when you make music, you can be who you want to be. But when I was listening to their music and then hearing their speech, they exactly who they are in their music. So I'm like, a lot of people only hear the music side of it. They need to hear how these brothers really are in real life. You see what I'm saying? So I said, okay. And a lot of people don't know this, but I actually started off doing interviews shortly after I started doing reactions.
Oh, okay.
And I would host the interviews. It was during the whole COVID-19 stuff like that. So it was during that time. And I started doing the interviews on Instagram Live when Instagram Live was really big and everything like that. So I started doing those, and I hosted a couple of them on there, but IG Live, they would not let that thing flourish. Like, I would get a bunch of people up in there, then it'll start freezing, it'll knock people up out of the thing. We'll have to start a whole new live because my lava in. It was just so many complications.
Right.
And then I kind of took a little bit of break from YouTube for a second, and I never really got it started back up. So a lot of people been hitting me up for like past couple of years, like, when you gonna bring back the interviews again? When we gonna do that? Because I would record them on Instagram, and then I would save it, and then I would edit it and then post it on YouTube to make it a whole different video. So they would see it on YouTube from the Instagram, and they'd be like, man, you need to bring these back. You need to bring these back. So I always wanted to start podcasting, because I always wanted people to see like, yeah, I do reactions and stuff like that, but you know what I mean? I just want to like really talk with people. I get on phone calls. Like I was like right before I got on here with you, I was on a phone call with an Ock for like almost an hour now. You know what I'm saying? And we were just building. And I was just like, bro, a lot of these conversations need to be heard. You know what I'm saying? Because we get to talking and we get to building, and then it's only through our two ears. But it's so many gems and so much information that's getting brought up out of this conversation that could help a lot of people if it was recorded and published to the, you know, to the masses. So I said, all right, let me just go ahead and start a podcast. That way I can have another avenue to go back to the interviewing, but then I can also just chop it up with brothers on the regular. You know what I'm saying? So that's what the For the Nation podcast is going to be when we started up. So.
And when do you start planning to drop episodes or interview episodes and stuff like that?
Okay, so that's another thing. I was just talking with a brother that's helping me out with the whole pilot episode and everything like that. So we should be recording it soon. I don't know when y'all see this video. You know what I'm saying? We should be recording it soon, and it should be out. I plan on dropping the first episode at least by the end of November, if not the beginning of December.
Okay.
So that's the plan. You know what I'm saying? Lord's will, everything goes correctly and smoothly. It shouldn't be too much of a hassle. And I'm just letting y'all know it's gonna be a really good pilot episode.
Yeah, I know it is. Just watching your character and how you vibe with the reaction videos. I seen that you posted. I think I seen it on no. I seen it on Facebook that you posted you're gonna do it. So I went and looked for it, found it. I'm like, yeah, I've been waiting.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I've been waiting ever since then. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. So it's like it's always been something on my spirit where like I've been telling people for years I wanted to start a podcast. I wanted to start a podcast. And I think the hang up for me was I didn't want to start it alone. So I had brothers around me that I was like, we should start a podcast and everything like that. And a lot of things just didn't pan out, you know what I mean? The way that the start of it and everything like that. And like I said, I just been wanting to, I've been talking to brothers, you know, contacting other brothers, trying to figure out how we can get something going, you know what I'm saying? But it just needs to be started. So at this point, I'm like, I'll start it up, and then whoever comes in after that, the most I, you know, reveal who it's gonna be, you know what I'm saying? Then that's when we're gonna go that route, you know what I mean, and figure that out. So
God, and it's funny because I don't always have guests. A lot of times, there's a couple episodes me and my girl, my son. You know what I'm saying? Just randomly talking. You know what I'm saying? And or having coworkers in, because like you said, a lot of the times because people know me from when I was a Sakari street teaching.
Right,
so,
right.
So they don't know, you know what I'm saying, what I'm like in my everyday life. So sometimes I'll be bringing coworkers in, and even they'll tell you like, oh, no, we know what we're getting into. Some coworkers will be hesitant, like, but what can I say? I'm like, bro, just be yourself. I get it. You know how I am. You know me. Just be like we are at work.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
And that's how we get a lot of good episodes. You know what I'm saying? And I did interview let me see the only person I haven't interviewed yet, as far as like the elite rappers, is Deacon. That's the only one I haven't got. I haven't got him on my show yet. I'm gonna get him though. I'm chasing.
Yeah, I say, yeah, for sure. Let's speak it into existence, bro.
God, because
Deek, if you out here, man, we need that episode. We definitely
need that interview. Sure. God, and because I mean, so things like this, even. I mean, I don't know, like in my eyes, it's like you're like how to say a pinnacle in Israelite entertainment, you know what I'm saying? Because you're different. So that's why I was waiting for this interview with you, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because a lot of times it's not about necessarily making music, but like you said, other avenues in the entertainment, in the Israelite entertainment industry, I should say.
Right. Yeah, and I think that's where I'm gonna start taking my my channel to, because I know that there is a need for that. So like brothers and sisters that are doing clothing, you know what I'm saying? I plan on starting to do more promotions for them. I got a, you know, Israelite art, like, you know, you see out in the background. There's gonna be a lot more of that stuff going on. You know, just a bunch of different things where I can continue to build with brothers and sisters in the truth and bring other things, because one thing about starting a music reaction channel is that's where a lot of people are going to know you from, and that's what they're going to ultimately think that that's what you want to do. You see what I'm saying?
Good.
Which not necessarily that's not what you want to do, but you might want to go into a different avenue and and stuff like that. So with the whole Righteous Reactions, I started off with music, but now I'm starting to get more into the reacting to current events and things like that, because there's a need out there for it sometimes. Brothers and sisters hit me up and I asked them, like, what do y'all want to see on the channel? Because I always say, even though my face is the face of the channel, it's not mine. You know what I mean? This is literally for the nation. That's why I called the podcast For the Nation. That was one of if everybody, if people know me from like the beginning, they know that For the Nation has always been the thing. Like, it's always been for the people, because I don't want this to be no self-glorification. I don't, you know what I mean? I'm not that type of brother, you know what I mean? I didn't even put myself in this position. You know what I mean? I was just asking for it to happen, and the Most High said, you got to be the one to do it if it's gonna happen. So now I have to do it for the people. That's how I looked at it, because my whole thought was, we need this for the people. So
yeah, that's mighty. So with that, was there I was gonna ask you something specific. Yeah, what are your top 5 favorite rappers? Because now I got music, someone that's on my same wavelength.
Oh man,
let's start there. Top 5 favorite rappers.
I ain't gonna start me off like that, man. That's okay. All right, man. Top 5. See, it's crazy because I really. I really can't say that I have a top 5, because I get so much music. So it's so hard to say, like, oh, this is like, all right, you know what I mean? Because it seems like my top 5 change like every so often. You know what I mean? Depending on how the music is going and everything like that. So it'll be a brother that I'm listening to, but then it's like, there's other brothers sneaking up right here. You know what I'm saying? But if I would have to try to give a solid top 5, I ain't gonna put it in no order, but because I don't want none of you brothers coming for me. You know what I mean? No, but top 5. Bruh. Okay, so the top 5 people that I really listen to a lot, I listen to a lot of Hezekiah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I listen to a lot of Hezekiah, his music. Like, a lot of his songs is just like, they just come from a level where you know that he's not just rapping. You know what I mean? Like, the rap is out of the door when you listening to his song. Like, it's all about, you know what I mean, self-reflection. It's all about serving the Most High. And I get so much understanding from his music. I'm you know what I mean? I'm stuck there, you know what I'm saying? Plus the quality and everything like that. So he's got to be one of them for sure. Bro, that's crazy. Okay, Anaviel is another one. Anaviel, he just, like, ever since I kind of came into the truth, like, I just been like, he just always making music, bro. Like, every time I turn around, he either got an album or mixtape out. Like, you know what I mean? And I just listened to a lot of his songs.
Right.
And I seen the progression of his music as well. So I seen when, he dropped Tour 2, you know what I'm saying? To the Repent 2, you know what I'm saying? The little the Jezebel track, the Feast of Dedication track. So I seen so many things, and I started seeing how it is like another level, you know what I mean? And I'm just like, okay, this brother is really digging in, you know what I'm saying? And I also like how he puts the Most High first in his music, you know what I mean? Then, bro, let me see. Okay, so Eliyahu Chosen Few. Okay, so he snuck up in there recently, bro. I'm telling you, this brother is just, it's something like, at first, when I first started listening to his music, I'm not even gonna lie, I wasn't really vibing with it the first couple of times I listened to it. But and I started listening to his projects and I just started like grasping what he was saying. I'm just like, oh, this brother is spitting. And then like and I just like, and then when I just started peeping how much of a lyricist he truly is, I was like, all right, this brother up there. He never reached it right there. The last two. Uh, hmm. Hmm. But there's so many good artists, bro. There's so many good artists. The Rock. I gotta say The Rock for sure. Cause The Rock, he got me through mad situation, bro. You know what I'm saying?
He has a couple,
bro. His
hitters, bro.
Bro, his what's the Seven Trumpets album?
Yeah.
Bro, I literally still listen to it to this day. Like it's literally it's literally a Hebrew classic, bro. Like it's one of those for real. And everybody knows it. If I go around a brother and I play one of those songs up there and they not rapping it, I'm gonna look at them strange, like where have you been, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? I gotta get you tapped into it. So yeah, The Rock, he's definitely The Rock Abar, he's definitely, and then his penmanship is the level, man, for real.
He has that Midnight Prelude. That was my favorite.
That Midnight Prelude. Oh my!
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes. You know what's so crazy? I recently just found my reaction to it.
Oh, word? That's funny because that's how I heard it was because your reaction.
Because, bro, when that song dropped and I didn't react to it the first 2 days, bro, my DMs, bro, I almost deleted that. Okay, because these brothers was not playing with me. It's like, if you don't get this out here right now, I was like, all right, bro, I got you. You know what I'm
saying? That's a fire record right there.
Bro, it's definitely one of those.
Yeah, that's a fire record. Shout out to Rock Bar, man.
The Rock Bar is he's definitely one of those. See now,
All it's getting tough now, huh?
No, it's getting tough. It's getting tough, bro. Cause I'm just trying to think of because bro, it's so many artists. Who do I listen to all the time? I'm trying to think about how I be listening to, you know what I'm saying?
God,
bro, because now it's getting to the point where it's like, is it the music or are you really vibing with these lyrics? Because brothers out here, I'm talking about, I done heard some of the coldest lyrics recently, bro, and I'm just like, how do y'all keep doing it? Like, how do y'all keep doing it, bro? How do y'all keep doing it? Oh man, dang, bro. I know this is about to be all over the internet too, bro. So I can't even, you know what I'm saying? I can't.
Just clip this part out. Or
we're gonna clip this out. We go. Actually, matter of fact, I might post it and I'm gonna see what people think. So, let me see. I'm gonna have to. Okay. So this is a little biased for me, but I'm gonna have to give it to Tay Yahweh.
Okay.
And the reason why I'm giving it to Tay Yahweh because
I know who you're talking about.
Yes.
I just popped in my head.
Bruh, I promise you, he from Israel to Yah, bruh, it took listening to music to a whole nother level, bro. Yeah. I think that was the first song I shed a tear to. I'm like, bro, this is the realest song I ever heard in my life. Like literally. Like, and bruh, after that, it made me really think about repentance. Like, that's why I had to give it to Tay, because his music really, really make you have to truly dig in to what he's saying. And also, he got a style where it's gritty. You know what I'm saying? And then you know, with Israel, you hear a lot of like vibey songs. You hear a lot, bro. His songs is gritty and it's direct. It's so direct. And I'm just like, bro, the way that this brother keep on coming up with these lines, man. And then like his last couple, albums and tracks, bro. I'm like, man, this brother is really talented, bro. He's really good.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
But I'm gonna have to I definitely gotta give an honorable mention. You know what I'm saying? Deke.
Yeah, Deacon hard,
Deke
bro.
be going crazy, bro. I've been recently listening to a lot of his music, bro. He be going crazy. Rual the chef, bro.
Oh
Come on.
yeah, the chef go
This
crazy.
brother snuck up out of nowhere. And
Yeah, real shit,
bro, bro, I promise you. I remember I was talking to Naviel, and then he said, yeah, the chef. And I'm like, the chef, who's that? And he's like, you don't know who the chef is? Bro, he made me feel like I was the lost sheep, bro. You feel me? I'm sitting there like, who's bro? And ever since he said that, bro, I have not stopped seeing this brother. I have not stopped seeing this brother. And he dedicated, great music. Hit on one of his most recent albums, he got this song called Story of Cain, and then Story of Abel, bro. Man, them two songs right there, already classics, bro. And I don't even think that's album been out for a year. It's like he is nice, bro.
there was another album of his before that came out before this one that just dropped. That it was a rap. I don't know if you know Gaza Elion. Gaza Elion. The brother from My Alliance. He has a song with Gorilla Hebrew. Anyways, he put me onto that first album, bro, and I've been trying to find it everywhere and I can't. I even did an interview with Roe and stuff.
I think I found his first album on YouTube Music, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I think that's why I ended up finding it. Are you talking about the one that had the Cain and Abel, or are you talking about the one where he was holding the head?
That one. Okay. It was a different one because it's one that nobody got, bro. I have the one on Apple Music. Brighter Days and Brighter Nights. Brighter Days.
Yeah. I think that's the one I seen on YouTube Music. But I think if I'm not mistaken, I believe that album with him holding the head, I think it's on SoundCloud if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some searching.
I think that's probably like a mixtape type vibe for real.
Okay, con.
So yeah. Look, bro, I'm telling you, I be so tapped in, and then the community, bro, the Holy Nation, y'all know who y'all are, bro. Y'all really be put me on, bro. They be putting me on so many songs, so many artists. Like I done found artists up in the UK. I done found artists up in Ghana. Like, bro, it's crazy how many artists it truly is. And they be having so many styles. Rock music in Israel, jazz music in Israel.
Oh yeah.
Bro, it's crazy. It's crazy. I just reacted to a 70s song yesterday. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, like, man, they be doing it, bro. They really be coming with it now.
God, Israel really, it's just they're just coming out of the woodworks with all the artists. You know what I'm saying?
And all the styles. I love how people are not trying to go outside of what we look at as the norm music, you know what I'm saying, for our people, and giving our people a different, genre. You know what I mean? A different genre of songs to actually listen to. Because, some people, they don't really get too much into rap. So now you got the R&B artists. Now you got the jazz artists. You know what I'm saying? You got the hip hop and, all these different styles and flavors for our people. You know what I'm saying? We the salt of the earth.
No, real talk. I know there's
bro, they showing that salt right now. Sprinkling that thing all over the place.
Hell yeah. No, I seen a brother, Aman Allah from True Nation. I think he's starting a punk rock band or something like that because I know he plays.
See, that's what I'm saying. I need to get hip to all of that stuff, bro, because I really want to, you know what I'm saying? I like the rap, I like the R&B and stuff like that, but I want to show our people like, hey, we got more than what y'all think we really got out here. You know what I'm saying? My channel is a small subsection of what we really got out here. You know what I mean? It really is, bro. We got man.
No, and that's crazy. I mean, how much talent Israel really got. You know what I'm saying? Just even like in these little in the little bit of time I've been doing podcasting, I done met a lot of people, bro, like clothes designers, like, you know what I'm saying? People that do all kinds of stuff. I'm like, damn, bro, that's crazy. I know one brother in particular that does what I used to do back in the world, graffiti.
Yeah.
Man, and the boy nice with it too. When he sent me a picture, I'm like, damn, bro. You make me want to pick up. Never mind. I'm gonna stop looking at your pictures because you know what I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah, there's a few brothers out there. What?
I say I've been seeing so many gifts in Israel, bro. That like I'm so glad that now our people like I seen a sister on TikTok. She was making like short sitcom type videos.
Yeah,
of like 90 sitcoms but Israelite content. Like I think one of the videos it was a sister. She was like trying to sneak and get like wear pants. Yeah. And the other sister like, no, sis, you ain't got to do all of that. You know what I mean? Like it was just so interesting. And I'm just like, bro, this is crazy how much like advanced we are with this. You know what I mean? Like, we just took over the internet. Like
we really did. We really did. And it's funny because I seen this is like maybe 2 or 3 years old. I don't know how long you've been in the truth.
But I've been
like what?
I said I've been in the truth for going on 6 years.
Okay, so you might remember it was like a little Thanksgiving, they drop it every year on Thanksgiving. It's a Jake wearing fringes trying to sneak out of a Thanksgiving party and somebody else catch him, that throws it in the air and dips out. But the two dudes in the skit are wearing fringes.
Oh, yeah, see, now I gotta see that.
I
need to see that clip.
Yeah, no, they drop it again this year because every year, it never fails, bro. Because I've been in the truth like about the same amount of time, like 7-8 years. And about last 5-6 years, they every year like clockwork around this time they drop the.
See, and that's what I'm saying. Like, that's another thing too. Is what I realized is due to the algorithm of the internet and stuff like that, they kind of keep Israelites like in one space. So it's like certain content I would never be able to see unless I reach out to another brother. And they like, oh, you know about this? Like, oh no, we've been knowing about this brother for so and so years. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, I didn't really know about Deke, you know what I'm saying? And him making music. I knew that he did videos, you know what I'm saying? I know that they was out there street teaching and everything like that. But I didn't even know he made music until like a year ago. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, bro, this brother been making music this whole time. You know what I'm saying? So it's like now I'm starting to see like a different side of Israel where we got all this different, all of these different things in this only because of the connections that I've made with brothers and sisters in the truth. So that's been a blessing, man.
No, that's mighty. I know it's things that I hear from brothers back east that all the time. I'm like, they don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? Because I guess, like you said, I guess it's the algorithm, you know what I'm saying? Because the only reason I even found your channel is because Roe posted the link to it and I happened to click on it. You know what I'm saying? And I started binging, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I do. If I find something else, that's for sure one thing for me. If I find something I like, I start binging, bro.
That's why I do this, bro. I promise you, I do the same thing. I love, then that's why I always told people, because a lot of people are kind of scared to go into it because they're like, oh, well, what if it don't grow and what if it don't do this? And it's like, okay, yeah, I understand that, but what if it does grow? And then you've done all of these videos, because I've been on YouTube for almost 3 years now, I believe. And it's like people can go back and watch all of those videos. It ain't like they don't exist anymore. You know what I'm saying? And like even now, like I just started my I haven't started my second channel, but I created my second channel, right? And it's not the podcast channel either. But I started my second channel, and then when I get on YouTube, they still recommend me a lot of my older videos. You know what I'm saying? So it's like people are now seeing that it's in the algorithm where people can go back to my old videos and watch them. You know what I'm saying? So like during the time, it might not seem like it's gonna grow and everything like that, but just give it time, patience. You know what I'm saying? Most I always tell us to practice our patience. You know what I mean? Be patient with it and stick to it. Stay consistent. You know what I'm saying? And then when like you'll see a brother just like this brother, and he say, "Oh dang, I didn't know this existed." And now he watching all of this content, and you don't know how many people could do that. You know what I mean? And they're like, "Oh man, this is something like I was saying earlier. This is something that is needed in Israel. So when Israel see it and they find it, they gonna be stuck.
Yeah,
they're gonna be stuck. You know what I'm saying? So and then I've been doing the same thing with like podcasts. Like, bruh, podcasts, certain music. Like it's still artists right now that I'm binging all their old music. I'm like, bro, like what? Like Deke, you know what I'm saying?
God.
Like he got so much music. I'm like, bro, how did I miss this?
Have you heard 613 from Deacon?
613?
Yeah.
Let me see.
It's like a white cover with blue letters that say 613 on it across.
I probably have honestly, but then again, I don't know. It's so much music, bro. I try not to listen to too much music because sometimes I get into this funk where I will listen to the music before I'm supposed to react to it, and I don't like giving like fake reactions. I try to keep them genuine. But bro, when a song been out for 2 weeks and I ain't reacting to it, I'm like, bro, it's really pressing. You know what I'm saying? It's really pressing me, bro. I can't get the camera on, but I can get my ears to work. You know what I mean?
No, real shit. I get to that too. Like what I'll do is because I watch a lot of podcasts, and then I'll fill myself up too much, and then I go back to music. Fill myself with music. I start listening to books. So I stay in rotation of things to listen to. But I've been driving because my favorite one of my favorite rappers growing up was Prodigy of Mobb Deep.
Mm-hmm.
And I came across his book and I bought it it's like 2 years ago.
Right.
And then the other day I was flipping through my books for something to listen to, and I just clicked on that book. Now I've been stuck on that book.
Yep. You know That's how it goes. That's how it goes. And a lot of times when you find something that you're interested in, you stick with it for a little minute and then you go into the next thing. So I feel you on that. I feel you on that. Because it's like now and then you also got to remember that now it's in your brain. So now you always got that to go back to. And anytime you in a, you know what I mean, you in a funk or something like that, then you're like, oh, okay, I got this, I got that. I stopped doing this.
God.
So yeah, it's like everything still keeps going, but you taking, piece by piece. So yeah.
God. No, that's dope. Another question. Oh, because now the nerd questions. I'm a nerd myself, bro. Like I'm a rap nerd, and in every sense of the word, I'm a nerd. But anyway, so superheroes or anime?
Superheroes or anime? Okay, so if you know my channel, bro, you know that I'm not big into anime, but recently, because my wife was really big into anime, and we always be having these jokes and stuff like that about the anime and everything like that. But it's cool. I won't say, you know what I mean, it ain't that. But I do like superhero movies and stuff like that. Okay. More than the anime. I think it's because, y'all got that thing with the anime. It's like sub to dub, and it's like, I'm sorry, bro, but I'm not trying to hear these people up in their own language, and I'm over here just sitting here just reading along, like, and I understand what they saying, but it's like, bro, you know what I mean? I want to listen to it, you know what I'm saying, and watch it at the same time, you know what I mean? So it's like, but then if you do that, you get clowns. So it's like, hey, bro, I can't win anyway, you know what I mean?
And I laugh because I have one of my favorite animes is out right now as a weekly. Mm-hmm. But it's also in English 2 weeks behind. So I watched the sub, and then it was funny because my son loves the same anime. Right. So we'll put it on in English, and then I'll start being like, and now I know what you mean. Like, oh, that's what the hell he was trying to say the whole time. Like I ain't gotta pause nothing. I'm sitting there watching it. But right. Yeah. I still gotta watch it in Japanese so I can show face at work. I'm gonna be honest.
Oh, he says
like watch this. I do it to show face. I'm not gonna rap like I'm no, bro. I'd rather watch dub. Matter of fact, it's not even that. Certain anime I can't watch sub. I can't watch sub. Certain anime I can't watch dub. Like it sounds funny in English or it sounds goofy in Japanese.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I done seen a couple of them where it's like when it's in sub, bro, and you just listening to the voice. I mean, is it dub that they speak in the English?
Yeah, dub is English or whatever language.
That's how you know I'm not all the way into there right there. You know what I'm saying? I graced it a little bit, but no. So the dub, sometimes they like them English accents, bro. Like that's not him, bro. Like I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Like that's not him, bro. That's Jeffrey. I'm sorry. Like, what do you want me to do? You want me to do that?
That's true. No, but the reason I ask everybody that question, I'm taking a little counter. My work best friend was did an episode not too long ago. So we me and him was talking about it. We're anime fans,
right?
So you don't went into that, but even with the superheroes, are you gonna watch the new Black Panther movie?
Oh, bro. See, I don't know. I'm not even gonna lie. I want to just to see what's gonna be in it. But it's like, bro, y'all pushing these agendas, bro. And I don't get with that, bro. I just don't like how they be trying to force and shove agendas down our throats, you know what I'm saying? To where it's like, if you watch it, you kind of get desensitized by it because it happens so often. You know what I'm saying? So what I usually do is I don't like try to stay into the hype a little bit. I kind of let the hype die down a little bit. Then I, go watch it because I ain't going into it like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? I go into it trying to, because when I watch these like action movies and stuff like that, and superhero movies, I watch it. I used to watch it just from an entertainment standpoint, which is, it's always good to watch it from an entertainment standpoint. But now I watch it from an entertainment, like mesh with a spiritual standpoint. So I be peeping every little thing that they be trying to put in these movies now. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you go into it too excited, you probably ain't gonna catch those things. You know what I'm saying? So I try to let the little stuff die down, and then I'll go watch into it. But I'll probably end up watching it eventually.
God, I mean, I get that, and it's funny though. I'm gonna watch it eventually as well. Yeah. But what got my attention was they got, quote unquote Northern Kingdom in there, right?
Yeah.
And I say quote unquote because it's supposed to be some mythical kingdom, whatever. Anyways, the shit that got my attention is the first shot they show of a Latino superhero in that is the dude's back and it's all wet, and I'm like, come on, man. Yeah, see, it took a couple seconds to register, right?
That's crazy. I didn't even peep that. Bro. Nah, they gotta get them off Northern Kingdom, bro. They gotta get them off Northern Kingdom, bro. We ain't doing that.
I was like, oh, this is bullshit. The show is wet back, huh? All right.
Okay, so now that you said that, I might just watch it just because I didn't really tap into like I watched that first trailer when they had all the sad music and stuff like that on there, and I was like, bro, y'all doing too much, bro.
That's the one.
Yeah,
that's where I saw that.
I guess maybe I just tuned it out because I didn't like how they just like try to throw that energy out there. Plus, I watched it while everybody was all hype about it. So I probably just, like I said, wasn't watching it in a clear mind, thinking about it spiritually. Nah. I might have to, say something about that.
Hey, go watch. I didn't watch it when it came out, and it's not because for the same reason either. I just didn't watch it because I got a million things going on a lot of times, right? But
did it already come out?
The trailer did that. The trailer did. I think it came out this weekend. The movie came out this weekend, but it comes out this weekend. The trailer, I'm talking like months ago.
Oh yeah.
And I didn't watch it. I seen it on my recommended and everything, and I got on Instagram one day, and the brother of mine, Ayathan, he was like, "Oh, y'all think you're funny? This is the first Latino superhero." And I kept rewinding. What the fuck is he talking about? And I looked, and then I finally seen the drips. I'm like, "Oh!" And then I clicked over, and he's like, "Look." He circled in, bro. I went back and watched. I'm like, "Oh, you guys are crazy."
Man, that's crazy.